Right now, before you move forward, pause for a second and ask yourself one honest question. Why do some people win again and again in life, while others work just as hard and still stay stuck? It's not luck. It's not talent. It's not background. It is control. Control over words, control over emotions, control over finances, control over the mind. If you can control these 4 areas, you don't just survive life, you win big. From this moment on, listen not just with your ears, but with your heart, because what you are about to hear has the power to change the direction of your life forever. Every victory in life starts with words. Words are not just sounds, words are seeds. Every time you speak, you are planting something in your future. Most people don't realize this. They speak carelessly, they complain, they criticize, they doubt themselves out loud. And then they wonder why their life feels small, heavy, and limited. Your words are either building your future or destroying it. When you say, "I can't do this," your mind believes you. When you say, "This is too hard," your brain starts searching for reasons to quit. When you say, "I'm not good enough," your confidence begins to die silently. But the moment you change your words, your life begins to shift. Strong people don't speak negative about themselves, even in tough times. They don't pretend everything is perfect, but they choose powerful language. They say, "I'm learning." They say, "I'll figure it out." They say, "This is temporary." They say, "I am becoming better every day." Your words are commands to your subconscious mind. Speak weakness, and you train weakness. Speak strength, and you grow strength. If you want to win big, start by mastering your mouth. Speak less when you are emotional. Speak wisely when you are angry. Speak positively when you are tired. Speak courage when you feel fear, because a person who can control their words can control their destiny. Now let's talk about emotions, because emotions are the biggest reason most people lose. Life will test you, people will disappoint you, situations will break your heart, plans will fail, success will take time, and in these moments, your emotions will try to take control. Anger will tell you to react, fear will tell you to run, sadness will tell you to quit, ego will tell you to fight. But winning big is not about reacting, it's about responding. The strongest people are not the ones who feel nothing. They feel everything. But they don't let emotions control their actions. They pause, they breathe, they think, and then they act with intention. One emotional decision can destroy years of hard work. One angry moment can break a relationship forever. One emotional purchase can trap you in debt. One emotional reaction can cost you your reputation. You don't win by being emotional. You win by being calm under pressure. Train yourself to sit with discomfort. Train yourself to stay silent when your ego wants to scream. Train yourself to walk away when your anger wants to explode. When you master your emotions, nothing outside you can control you. And now, let's talk about money, because money is not just currency. It is energy, freedom, and choices. Most people don't lose money because they don't earn enough. They lose money because they don't respect it. They spend emotionally. They chase status. They buy things to impress people who don't care about them. They avoid learning about finances because it feels uncomfortable. But understand this clearly. If you don't control money, money will control you. Winning big means learning how to manage, not just earn. It means living below your means when others are showing off. It means investing when others are spending. It means planning while others are hoping. Money should work for you, not the other way around. Financial discipline is self-respect. Saving is not weakness. Budgeting is not boring. Investing is not risky when done with knowledge. Every rich mindset starts with small disciplined habits, tracking expenses, avoiding unnecessary debt, delaying gratification, building assets, thinking long, term, when you control your finances, stress reduces, options increase, confidence grows, freedom expands, and finally, let's talk about the most powerful weapon you will ever own, your mind. Your mind is either your biggest asset or your greatest enemy. Most people lose the battle in their mind long before life defeats them. They overthink, they doubt, they imagine worst-case scenarios, they replay past failures. They compare their journey with others, but winners train their mind daily. They feed it with positive input. They protect it from negativity. They discipline their thoughts. They focus on progress, not perfection. Your mind becomes what you repeatedly tell it. If you keep telling yourself you are stuck, you stay stuck. If you keep reminding yourself that growth takes time, patience grows inside you. Mental control means doing what needs to be done, even when motivation is gone. It means staying consistent when results are slow. It means trusting the process when the outcome is unclear. Every big win in life starts as a decision in the mind. Decide to show up when you don't feel like it. Decide to stay disciplined when others relax. Decide to believe in yourself when no one else does. When your mind is strong, life becomes manageable. When your mind is weak, even small problems feel heavy. Now listen carefully. Winning big is not about changing everything overnight. It's about mastering small things daily, choosing better words, controlling emotional reactions, respecting money, training the mind. Do this consistently, and your life will start to transform in ways you never imagined. You won't need to prove anything to anyone. Your results will speak. You won't need validation. Your confidence will be unshakable. You won't fear the future. You will be ready for it. This is your moment. Decide today to control what you can control. Decide today to stop living on autopilot. Decide today to modify yourself. Because when you control your words, emotions, finances, and mind, you don't just win, you dominate your life. If this message moved you, don't let it stop here. Take action. Reflect on your habits. Start small, but start now. Share this message with someone who needs it. Subscribe, stay connected, and commit to becoming a better version of yourself every single day. Remember this always, you don't need a new life, you need a new level of control. Modify yourself, win big, take a deep breath, because this message is not finished with you yet. What you've heard so far is only the foundation. Now we go deeper to the places where real change is born. Understand this clearly. Life doesn't reward intentions, it rewards discipline. Millions of people wake up every morning with dreams in their hearts, but only a few turn those dreams into reality. Why? Because dreaming is emotional, but winning is intentional. Winning requires control when it's uncomfortable, discipline when it's boring, and consistency when nobody is watching. Let's talk about silence for a moment. Silence is power. People who win big don't talk about their plans too much. They don't announce every move, they work quietly, they build silently, they grow privately. While others are busy explaining, winners are busy executing. Learn when to speak and when to stay quiet. Learn when to share and when to protect your energy. Not everyone deserves access to your thoughts, your goals, or your struggles. Some people listen not to understand, but to judge. Some listen not to support, but to discourage. Protect your vision, guard your focus, control your words. Now think about pain. Pain is unavoidable, struggle is guaranteed, failure is part of the process. But suffering is optional. Pain becomes suffering when you resist it, complain about it, or let it define you. Winners use pain as fuel. They ask, what is this teaching me? They don't ask, why me? They ask, what next? Every setback is setting you up for growth, if you let it. The problem is not that life is hard. The problem is that people quit too early. They stop just before the breakthrough. They give up when the lesson is almost complete. If you want to win big, you must develop emotional endurance. Learn how to stay steady when life shakes you. Learn how to keep going when motivation disappears. Learn how to sit in discomfort without giving up on yourself. That is emotional mastery. Now listen carefully. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. Every time you delay gratification, you strengthen your character. Every time you say no to distractions, you say yes to your future. Every time you control an impulse, you become more powerful. Most people are not addicted to failure. They are addicted to comfort. Comfort feels good now, but it costs you later. Discipline feels hard now, but it pays you forever. Winning big requires you to be uncomfortable on purpose. Wake up earlier, work when others rest, save when others spend. Learn when others scroll. You don't need motivation every day. You need a system. You need habits that carry you forward even on days when you feel empty. Let's talk more about money, because money reveals who you really are. Money amplifies habits. If you are careless, money makes you more careless. If you are disciplined, money multiplies your discipline. If you are emotional, money becomes your weakness. If you are focused, money becomes your tool. Stop thinking of money as evil or stressful. Money is neutral. It simply follows your mindset. Treat money with respect, and it will respect you back. Learn to separate needs from wants. Learn to say no to lifestyle pressure. Learn that true wealth is peace of mind, not public approval. You don't need to look rich. You need to become free, and freedom comes from control. Now return to the mind again, because everything comes back to this. Your mind is constantly listening, even when you are joking, even when you think it doesn't matter, even when you say it's just words. No, those words shape belief. If you constantly think about quitting, your body will follow. If you constantly imagine failure, your actions will hesitate. If you constantly compare yourself to others, your confidence will shrink. Winners focus forward. They respect their own pace. They understand that growth is not a race. It's a process. Train your mind to focus on what you can control today, not next year, not 10 years from now, today. Small wins daily create massive victories over time. One focused hour is more powerful than 10 distracted hours. One disciplined choice, repeated daily, beats talent without effort. One clear mind beats endless motivation. Winning big is not loud. It's quiet, consistent, and intentional. There will be days when no one claps for you. Days when progress feels invisible. Days when quitting feels easier than continuing. These are the days that define your future. Anyone can work when it's easy. Anyone can smile when life is good. But champions are built in silence, pressure, and patience. When life pushes you, don't break, adapt. When people doubt you, don't argue, improve. When progress is slow, don't stop, rust. Remember, you are not behind, you are being prepared, and now this is your call. Decide today that you will no longer live emotionally. Decide today that you will speak with purpose. Decide today that you will respect money and manage it wisely. Decide today that you will train your mind like your life depends on it, because it does. No more excuses, no more waiting for the right time, and no more living on autopilot. The world doesn't need another average life. It needs disciplined, controlled, focused individuals who are brave enough to improve themselves. This is not about being perfect. This is about being intentional. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can, but do it consistently. If this message spoke to you, don't let it fade away as just another video. Apply it, write it down, revisit it, share it with someone who is struggling. Stay connected, stay committed. Your future is listening to what you do today. Control your words, master your emotions, respect your finances, strengthen your mind. That is how you win big. Modify yourself.